Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. A few points that I'd like to make, a few points of order before we get started. One is that I ask everybody to shut your cell phones off. Let's show some respect to the candidates and not interrupt them. This evening, and again in the back of the room, I'd ask you guys to quiet down and pay attention. If you want to politic, we invite you to go outside. This is about the 60th election season in a row that the Chronicle has sponsored political forums in Citrus County. This started way back in the 1950s. We're proud to continue this tradition of bringing these nonpartisan events to the public. Today, we have a partner with us today, WYKE Television, and they're here to record this, and they're going to replay it at two different occasions. On Wednesday, tomorrow night at 9 p.m., and on Sunday at 2 p.m. So if you enjoy yourself today, you hear some good information, go ahead, tell your friends and your neighbors to tune in to WYKE. We have Dennis Miller, the general manager of the station, with us tonight. Dennis, say hi. We appreciate everything Dennis and his team is doing to make this successful. With that, we're going to go ahead. Tonight, as you know, we only have 3 races that are going to appear on our ballot that are going to be part of this forum tonight. There's some other things going on. We'll talk about them as the evening goes on, including a lot of candidates for mosquito control. We're going to start tonight, though, with our 5th Judicial Circuit Judge race, and we have 2 candidates. I'd ask them to please come and take their positions on stage while I continue to explain to the audience how this will work. The 2 candidates are Denise Diamond Lynn and Mary Hatcher. The way this will work tonight, we're going to use 2 different formats. In the judicial race, because there are lots of rules and regulations about what judicial candidates are allowed to say, we're not going to ask them questions. But we are with the 2 other races. We have a county commission race for District 2, and then we also have our U.S. House of Representative race. In both of those cases, we will permit the candidates to make opening statements and closing statements, and we will have 20 minutes of questions of the candidates from reporter Mike Wright of the Chronicle staff. In the judicial race, the way that this works is we're going to permit each candidate to make a 3-minute statement and then a 1-minute close. We're going to do this, and we're going to do all night exactly as it appears on the ballot. So we will start with candidate Denise Lynn. Now let me point out, there is no incumbent in this race. This is a 5-county race. That means Citrus County voters get to participate in it, but so do voters in 4 other counties in Central Florida. So it's very important that we pay attention and we learn what the candidates are about, and we understand that this is a very broad race. The way we'll start is with Denise Lynn. She will get a 3-minute opening statement. Ms. Lynn.
Do we have a 1-minute or a 30-second or something?
We have our friends with the League of Women Voters are down front, and they'll let you know as you're getting close.
Thank you.
Okay.
Service matters. Experience counts. And your trust means everything. I'm Denise Diamond Lynn, and I've come here this evening in order to earn your vote. And in order to do that, we first need to talk about service. Service to country, service to community, and service to profession. Service to country. You see, we have to first talk about service to country because I started out my career as a young airman in the United States Air Force. I was in aircraft maintenance. I was enlisted. And whether I was on the flight line in Panama or in Korea, I was earning my way up the ranks. And I'm proud to say to you that I received an honorable discharge, and my unit won an accommodation medal because my unit was the unit that got Noriega out of Panama, and I'm very proud about that. When I left the military, my service didn't stop. I used the GI Bill, completed my undergraduate degree, and then went on to the University of Florida College of Law. When I graduated, I settled right here in Inverness in Citrus County. And then I began giving back to my community, our community. I served as a director on the Boys and Girls Club. I'm a member of the Inverness Club, the Rotary Club of Inverness, and I've been a member of that club for over 15 years. I also serve as an attorney ad litem and a guardian ad litem, giving a voice to the most vulnerable in our society. And judges like Judge Garola, Judge Blackstone, Judge Couts before me appointed me to that position because they knew where my heart is when it comes to the children and families of our community. I've even managed a Little League team right here in Inverness. Service to community is important. Also, service to profession. I've been elected twice by the lawyers of the Fifth Circuit to represent all of the lawyers in the 5 counties on the Florida Bar's Board of Governors. The Board of Governors is a body of 52 members of lawyers from around the state that we govern the actions of all lawyers around the state, and I'm honored that my colleagues elected me twice to that position. Service matters, but experience counts, and I'm an experienced trial lawyer. I've been practicing for over 17 years, and I've practiced at every level of the courts throughout the state, from the county court all the way up to the Florida Supreme Court. Currently, for the last 6 years, I've served as a special magistrate. And as a magistrate, I hear witnesses, I take testimony, and I enter orders. I'm already doing the things that a circuit court judge, and I've been doing that for 6 years. I was appointed to that position by your county commissioners and your school board members because they trust me to make just decisions. I've also done all different types of law. In fact, as I look around this room, I saw Ron Schultz earlier. I served Ron Schultz as your County Property Appraisers General Counsel for over 10 years. I served the city of Inverness as a city attorney for over 6 years, and many members of the Mosquito Control Board are here. I represent the Citrus County Mosquito Control Board. Your trust in me matters, and I hope I've earned your trust and that I'll have your vote on November 4th. Denise Diamond Lynn for Circuit Court Judge.
We'll now hear from Mary Hatcher.
Good evening. I'm Mary Hatcher, and I'm here to ask for your vote on November 4th to become your next circuit court judge. I am proud to say that I've been serving the families in this circuit for the past 25 years. You know, this is primarily a family law seat, and as I said, I've helped hundreds of families solve their problems, because I've handled just about every family law case imaginable. If it's a law school exam question or potentially a question on Jeopardy, it's been my case. So I can tell you that I have a lot of experience, and my experience and common sense has taught me that the judicial system needs to be the solution and not the problem, and that families, and particularly families with children in family law cases, deserve a timely and just resolution to their issues. I've had my own law firm in Bushnell, which is in Sumter County, for the past 15 plus years, which also makes me the country doctor of law. And that's given me a very broad range of experience because there are not a lot of doctors out there. But being a small business owner, I've learned a lot about efficiency. And if elected, I'll bring that with me to our office. You hear the phrase, justice delayed is justice denied. You know, and what does that mean? That means nobody benefits when cases drag on forever. The families don't benefit, the children that are pulled back and forth don't benefit. Mean things are said that you can't take back. And our Supreme Court has given us time frames within which to operate. And I think that it's very important that you follow the rules and adhere to those time frames so that families can get some closure. I can also tell you that I'm very familiar with rules. My dad was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, and I was born in Michigan, but my father was a flight surgeon, so we came to Homestead in 1964. He was also an avid golfer, so that didn't kill him. But in my family, integrity, respect, service were the backbone. And that is the backbone of our judicial system. And you all deserve a judge with a commitment to those same principles. And frankly, my personal commitment to those principles is the reason I'm standing here and asking for your vote on November 4th. You all deserve a judge that is responsive to the needs of the people, that has integrity, that knows the law and will follow the law as written. And that candidate is Mary Hatcher. So I'm going to ask for your vote on November 4th. Thank you so much.
We'll now have a 1-minute close from Denise Lynn.
Thank you. Usually rebuttal, you have something to rebut, but we're not doing that necessarily this evening. My opponent talks a lot about this being a family law seat, so I want to tell you specifically about my experience in family law. There's a family here who I helped adopt a child from another country, so I've done international adoptions. I've done adoptions domestically, step-parent adoptions. I've represented both fathers and mothers in custody disputes. I've been appointed many times over in the dependency court to represent offending parents as well as non-offending parents. I've represented children, so I have a wealth of experience in the family law arena, and not only the family law arena, but so much more. You all have seen me practicing on when you watch your Board of County Commission meetings. In 2010, I represented a group of individuals against a developer, and that was the most newsworthy story of 2010. So you all have seen me practicing over the years. I'm asking you to take that next step with me and elect me to be your next circuit court judge. Denise Diamond Lynn on November 4th.
And now the close from Ms. Hatcher.
Thank you so much. And again, I want to thank the Citrus Chronicle for inviting me this evening, and I want to thank all of you for being engaged in the process. That's very important. And most of all, I want to thank you for the trust and confidence that you've shown in me coming out of the primary. That was a tremendous showing, and I would invite Citrus County to join your neighbors and vote for me on November 4th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, candidates.
Thank you.